All right, I'm putting it on record that I am certain that as soon as Matthew gets Craig to join the call and starts recording, as soon as that message pops up, Owen is going to send an image.
Now recording.
Whose voice is that?
Craig,
Craig.
dude.
Craig is
Yeah.
bassy.
Yeah, dude. You've heard him before.
Wow. No, I didn't know he was that sexy though.
All right. Matthews, is your turn to start us off, dog.
Is it?
Yeah, it's episode 40. Actually, I'm not sure. No, it is, because last week was 46, I'm certain.
Fucking Owen sent a picture.
Yeah, there's Owen's
How
picture.
did you know? My God. How did you know? What is it? How did
We've
you
been
do
at
that?
this for a long time.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Holy shit, Daniel.
Welcome back to Dialogue Tree. This is episode 47. I am joined, as always, by co-host Daniel Proboscis Monkey Padilla.
Hola, amigo.
Oh, I had no idea.
I had a different one, but it's because Owen sent that Proboscis Monkey gif. I felt like I should say it.
Right.
It does look a lot like you, Daniel.
And
Yeah.
not only is Daniel here in both gif and voice, but we also have Spencer, non-essential, Biddle.
Thank you. How kind.
Because we didn't need him tonight, but he's here anyways.
All right, dog. All right. I have to start this episode with a philosophical question that Spencer and I were discussing before you joined us, Matthew.
Okay.
All right. I joined the special guest room, which is our Discord voice server where we record these episodes on when we have a special guest. And so I was here for a couple minutes, and then I told Spencer that I was already here right before I told you. And so like a couple minutes later, Spencer joins. And as soon as Spencer joins, I get the little Discord jingle, and then I hear a noise right as soon as he joins. And I don't say anything. And then Spencer just goes like, "Did you hear my belch?" And so this got me in a weird spiral of thinking, dog, because like I heard something. I did not know it was a belch at the time of hearing it. So how does one respond to that question? Do I say yes or do I say no?
I guess
Like,
yes. If you really think what you heard resembled it, like it could have been.
I mean, I just thought it was like weird, like microphone noise. You know what I mean? Like he was just like messing around with his microphone or something.
I mean, apparently might be a good answer.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I apparently heard you belch.
Oh, okay. Or
I didn't know.
Right. Or I guess I could have heard you belch too, right? I think that's also a good answer.
Yeah.
I stand by yes, no.
Yes, no, both?
Yes,
like,
no. Yep.
Both? Okay.
Yeah, like yes, no.
Well, you're the philosopher here, Spencer, so I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. Shmi would also suffice.
Does that mean anything? I don't know what that is.
It does now. It means it's the correct answer to this exact circumstance.
It's a Star Wars character.
It's a Star Wars? Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Anakin's mom, right? Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately. It's Beto.
It's nothing to do with Beto. You're just saying nonsense.
I don't even know what Beto is, but
it would require even more context.
Right. I was gonna say, I don't know a whole lot of Star Wars anyway, so I'm just gonna drop it.
Beto is like if you had Chad Kroger and then you come up with this character named Brad Kroger and he's just Chad Kroger.
Okay.
He's a deep cut.
That sentence literally made no sense to me whatsoever because I don't know who.
You don't know who Chad Kroger is? He's the guy from Nickelback.
Oh right, I should know that. God damn.
He's married to Avril Lavigne.
Right. I make so much fun of fucking Nickelback, and I don't ever remember the dude's name. I honestly never remember his name.
I mean, it would be kind of weird if you knew all of the band names and you hated the band, all the band member names.
Yeah, I do know the singer from Creed, who everyone also kind of hates. I know his name is Scott Stapp, but I guess I don't make fun of them. I just kind of like them, so I guess it is a whole different. So I don't even know why I even brought that up, but anyway.
That's okay.
Do we want to talk about Spencer and his degree of essentialness?
Yeah, well, you brought it up, so you could say it if you want. But basically, we were going to play Rocket League. We tricked Spencer into being here. We asked him to play Rocket League.
That was probably a video game.
And like an hour before we did, Daniel was like, "I'm not feeling Rocket League. Let's record tonight instead."
Yeah, basically.
And then you were like, "Well, Spencer shows up. we'll do it. And I said, yeah, if he comes, we can do it with him. And then you were like, well, he's non-essential.
well, no, because like, the thing is that I was telling Spencer the reason why I told you he was not essential was because I wasn't sure if it was clear to you that I was down to record whether or not Spencer showed up.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
That's the same thing.
Right. But that's the thing. Like the reason why I explicitly said it was because I wanted to make sure that it was clear to you.
Okay, well, you didn't have to say Mr. Not Essential is here. Where are you when you were ready? And I wasn't here.
Yeah, I don't mind
That was not necessary.
Yeah,
my feelings aren't essential. Don't worry about it, dude.
Yeah, that one's on me. Whenever we have Spencer here, I don't know. I always seem to fuck up whenever Spencer's here because last time I called him a fucking Mr. Mime, and apparently you were also.
Why are you bringing that back up, dude?
Just because I want to apologize to Spencer publicly, man, so that everyone.
You haven't apologized at all. You just insulted him again.
I know. That's how I'm getting there, dog. I'm getting there. Spencer, dog. I know that whenever I invite you to be on the show, I know that I'm very rude, and I in front of Owen, Cam, I want to apologize to you. Not in front of, but like I know that they listen to the show. So
I'm only here because we're playing Rocket League later.
Okay.
I just finished. I was playing Rocket League when I got in here, and it was quite the experience when you start a new account. Because Rocket League is free to play now, by the way. Everyone can go download it, but don't expect it to work because there's too many people playing. So the servers go down a lot because there's over 1 million concurrent players pretty much all the time.
Damn, dude.
Oh my God.
Wild,
which is like 5 times what it was the day before it went free to play.
Right.
You must have known this was going to happen.
Yeah, the thing is not even the Rocket League servers are going down, but the servers that Epic uses, because you have to sign into your Epic account, even if you have Steam or whatever. So the Epic servers for signing in are going down. So you can still play the game, but you can't find a match.
Right.
Okay. Excellent.
So Nick Kirshner, friend of the show, Nick Kirshner tweeted something about this the other day, which I need to read. Okay. Nick Kirshner on Twitter on September 23rd. Rocket League is officially free to play. If you don't already have it, then I hate you and please unfollow me.
Well said.
I'm in.
Yeah. Cool, Spencer. I don't know what's good and new with your life, dog.
I burnt my hand yesterday.
What?
No, dog. What happened?
Yeah. You ever used a broiler before?
A broiler?
Yeah. Like
I've used the broil option in a toaster oven or in an actual oven. I've never used it.
I don't know if that's the same thing.
I guess that's what I'm referring to. Electric oven with the broil function.
Okay. That's very different, isn't it?
I don't know, man. It's a broiler.
Are there
the top of an oven is just a broiler.
Are there dedicated broilers? Do those exist?
I assume they're
at a restaurant, right?
Or maybe before the advent of like electric ovens. I was thinking about how could a gas oven broil, you know?
Yeah.
It would just be a really big fire at the top.
Right. Okay, anyway, broiler.
I was making toast because we don't have a toaster.
Oh, no.
So I use a full-size oven to make toast.
You don't even have a toaster oven? Come on, dog.
No, why would I have a toaster oven?
Because you apparently like to make toast, man.
I love toast, dude.
Well, you see the issue here.
It's pretty sad, honestly. The issue is counter space, if I'm going to be completely transparent.
Yeah.
The place is tiny. I tried to move some toast around, and my freaking left index knuckle just went straight up onto the 500-degree
God,
hot burning metal, and it literally like turned it ash white, and then it swelled up like a little bubble. Yeah.
Oh God. Is it still? I assume it still hurts.
Well, so I work at a school, which means that we sanitize our hands during this COVID bullshit. Not that it's not real, just that it's bullshit that we're in person.
Yeah. I think most people at any job have to do that between customers or whatever, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
It stings so bad, dude. Oh my God.
Oh, really?
I'm washing my hands.
You should just wear gloves and sanitize the gloves.
That's a good call. Yeah, stick them in some boiling water.
Right.
Yeah,
I just wash them.
Burn the burn closed. Cauterize the burn.
That's not what I said.
Did you apply any aloe vera to it, Spencer?
I can't afford aloe vera.
Well, what
couldn't you just like find a plant? Like,
oh yeah, there's plenty of those in New Hampshire.
I don't know.
Where does aloe vera grow?
I don't know. There was some at a restaurant. That restaurant by Wachusett Mountain. We used to hike. There was that restaurant had aloe vera plants, and you could just grab it and rub some on yourself. I'm serious.
Really? You could just snap a stock off and
Yeah, Amanda's boyfriend
Wow.
did it.
Aloe
That's
vera
impressive.
price. Because you said you can't afford it, but I doubt that you. Like you must be able to afford. Like I don't want to
Daniel,
call out your.
okay,
I don't want
what's
to call out
the
your.
price here, Daniel?
I don't want to call out your finances here, man, or
No,
anything,
no,
right?
no, please
But
tell
like,
me.
you must be able to afford like a. God damn, like a bottle of gel, like an 8-ounce gel bottle of aloe vera gel is $15.
That's what I'm
Wow.
saying.
Yikes! Yeah, that shit is.
I'm
expensive. I
saving
had
up
no
for a
idea.
toaster oven. I can't afford
Which you
that.
can't put anywhere.
Yeah,
But you know
I
what?
was-
Aloe vera indoor plants are $18, so you could invest in that too.
Yeah, but I
Ooh.
think you have to grow it first.
You're
How
right.
many
And by
ounces
then,
do you think an aloe vera plant would
and by
yield?
then your hand might have already healed or fallen off. Either way.
It probably yields a lot, but you're the only one who can use it because you have to rub the plant with your own hands. You can't like extract it. I don't even know how they get it.
No, I think
Like
you
a-
do it. I
like a
think you like
spoon?
break the like the branch or leaf or whatever you want to call that. I'm no
And it
botanist
comes
or
out.
biologist, and it comes out. Yeah.
No, but the gel is so I don't know. It's too much, man. You know,
What do you mean? What do you mean it's too much?
it just seems there must be additives to it, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's like
definitely.
a weird color. It's like a super unnatural viscosity.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, no, there's definitely something else other than like the actual gel extracted from the plant. I'm sure. Sorry, I called you out on your finances and shit like that, Spencer. That that's sorry about that, man.
Yeah, it's a low blow. You bring me on here, you insult me, you expose my finances to all of our listeners. I'm a laughing stock, Daniel.
Yeah, my bad, dude. All right, so compensate. I'll let you bring up any bullshit that I have done or said to you or anything that might give people a laugh.
Fuck, dude. I haven't seen you in ages.
When did we last see each other in February?
Yeah, in Boston.
Right.
Daniel must have done something stupid.
Yeah, he wore a turtleneck to an interview.
It worked.
Everyone
I know.
loved that.
I know.
Though.
You were so dapper in that shit. I can't even insult you there.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
All right. Well, I guess he can't think of anything. Maybe Owen will.
Well, there is one thing, but I don't know if Daniel wants this revealed to everybody.
Go ahead.
Daniel is a Tottenham Hotspurs fan.
You're an asshole, dude.
Yeah.
This has been revealed. I think last time actually.
Oh, right. I was just gonna
We
say.
were talking about Bale.
Yep. Matt, do you know that guy is injured?
He's injured and he's signed a contract.
He came in
Yeah.
injured for the next month.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Spurs are doing good business.
So I asked Owen his favorite moment to get back at Daniel. And he says gut instinct is anytime he makes a pun or mentions misclick, which is like this streamer Daniel simps for.
Like miss as in like
it's a pun.
Single woman.
Like it's a joke. Like she's a gamer or whatever.
Yeah, right.
He's thought of something else. Wait, no. Daniel not watching Doro after he'd spent $20 on Rocket League in exchange for Daniel watching it.
God damn it. You guys are never gonna let that shit go, are you?
You could just watch the show.
You're right.
It's like 12 episodes.
I was gonna say, is it 12 or 24? If it's 12, I might
12.
just fucking go ahead and do that. All right.
It's 12 20-minute episodes.
I guess I might as well just close down that arc in the pod, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also good, so you'll have a good time.
Just close the Dorohedoro arc for once and for all.
God damn. Oh, Alex Ha is here.
Who the hell is Alex Ha? I don't even know who that is.
Never mind. He's been on the show, but okay.
Why do we have two Alex Ha's? Why do we have two Alex Ha's in the Discord?
Oh, Alex has like 5 Discords and he uses them randomly. I don't know.
Does he just forget?
I don't. Yeah, actually, he
Squatting?
forgets the password to a lot of the time.
Okay.
That's what's happening. Anyway, speaking of Alex, I don't know. How do you guys feel about Among Us? Now I can actually talk about it because I've played it.
Yeah. We were way too good at it.
What do you mean?
It was unbalanced in the term of the crew, probably.
Yeah, so I think it's made for like 8 to 10 people with 2 imposters. We only had 6, I think.
And you played with one imposter?
With 1 imposter, which
Yeah.
meant that I think imposters won twice and the crew won like, I don't even know.
Also, one of the imposter ones was because there's a sabotage that the imposter can do a sabotage on the oxygen, and if you don't do it after a certain amount of time, you all die. And we just like We like messed up the mini game. Like
we
it was
went to the
not
wrong
even
room.
not even like well played by the imposter. We just were idiots. Yeah, it was like we didn't understand how it worked.
Right.
So
But yeah, I like get it now that I've actually played it. Like I'd seen it on YouTube, but you kind of have to actually play it to understand.
To actually know how it works. Yeah, I agree.
I think that the imposter still has a pretty tough job in like a medium-sized group, right?
Yeah, well, you could tweak it. There's different maps. There's all these settings and
Yeah, I'd be
stuff.
curious about trying different maps. I just didn't want to have to do that horrible server dance again.
Oh, you have to do that to change the map. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I would have
you have to
joined
like you have to restart the game to change the map. Yeah.
Yeah, the servers are really annoying to get into.
We had a disastrous track record with joining the game.
Okay, so good thing that you bring that up because that was one of the issues that I kept having with the game, right? Like, my buddies and I were trying to play, and I got tired of it because, like, I think I brought it up last time we were talking about Among Us. I remember joining the Discord call that my buddies were in at like 10:25 or whatever, and by like 10:55 we'd only played a collective of like 6 or 7 minutes because first of all, it took so long for people to like rejoin the lobby or whatever, and once everyone lobby for us to play, the imposter just fucking won in like 3 minutes or something. Both games that I played in, you know.
Right.
Yeah, so that just got annoying for me after a bit, you know.
Were you guys trying to join?
It did seem like the last couple of times that I've tried to play with my buddies that the servers were much better. I will say
they were awful.
Really,
yesterday.
It was really bad. Just Jordan couldn't join for like 20 minutes or for like the longest time. We were all there except him. And like I could join on my phone and my computer. So it seems like random, right? Because I was in the game twice just waiting for him. And like Alex was in the game twice, yeah. And like when it didn't work for me, I got a different error message every time.
Yeah, it'll tell you like the game is already full even though it's not, or the game already started even though it hasn't, shit like that.
It's weird.
They just don't have the server capacity. It's like some small Eastern European.
Yeah.
Right.
Like it's like the credits are like maybe like 6 people max.
So can I just bring something up?
Yeah.
I never knew that imposter could also be spelled with an E. I always thought it was impostor. And so I kept seeing people spell it imposter with an E. And I was like, okay, I'm not trying to be like a grammar Nazi or anything here. It's just it kind of rubs me weird because in Spanish it's imposter with an O. So like that's just like the way that I've always read it. So like whenever someone spelled it with an E, I'm like, oh, that seems so weird. And I genuinely thought it was like a spelling mistake, but then I cleared it up, and it is like an officially correct way to spell the word too.
It is. I think OR was like the official way, and then people just kept spelling it ER for so long that it became like an accepted way.
Right. Okay. Anyway, that was just my little tidbit. Sorry.
English is weird, man. That happens with so many.
Yeah.
I don't know why we do that. I don't know why we do what we do to our language.
Well, some of that is due to the British spelling is different, but we just accept either for a lot of things, like theater.
Right.
Yeah, theatre.
Or like color.
I mean, I know when I see Cutler with a U that it's like that's British, and it like very sticks out to me in my mind. But like if I see theater either way, I'm like, that's just American English. That's like a stylistic thing.
Well, I read gray and gray, and I still have no idea which one is English and which one is like American.
Are they both interchangeable? Are they synonyms?
Yeah, it's the exact same word, but one of them is like the English spelling, I think. But I have no idea which one I learned first.
Me either. I remember learning one was wrong in school, and they were like, don't spell it that way. And then you get out of school and everyone spells it that way. It's like,
yeah, what happened? And then I always psych myself out, you know what I mean? I'm like, I'm going to spell it American this time. And then I'm like, I'm like, well, it's not that one because I want to do that one.
Right.
That horrible effect where you like fucking catch-22 yourself. But it's just a word, so you just
wait. Hold on.
Yeah.
Can I just say that I don't know what the fuck catch-22 means?
Oh.
It's a book. Well,
I know it's a book, but when someone like Spencer just used it in a specific context, and I just don't know what it means in that context because I don't know what it's about.
It's like, I guess it's like throwing the baby out with the bathwater, you would say, right, Spencer?
It's that you have two options that are kind of equally insane and awful.
Okay.
Like I think the idea was in the book that it's either a bomb crew member or a fighter pilot, someone in the Royal Air Force, can either like fly over Germany and probably die a horrible flaming death, or appeal stress disorder and then be put in a mental asylum. And those are like his two options.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh shit, like I'm either dead or I'm trapped, and like the author just made up Catch-22 because it sounded good. Originally it was like Catch-18 or something. And the publisher
I always
was like,
assumed it was just because of blackjack.
no, it's that's a really good assumption though. Because that would be reasonable. It's literally just because the author he was like, this sounds cool. And the publisher was like, yeah, but 18 is kind of a lame number.
Right.
They made it 22 because it
Yeah.
sounds better.
So he even coined the term Catch-22.
Yeah.
Damn, that's
Yeah,
impressive,
exactly.
bro.
And then everyone read it and was like, whoa, what a great book.
That does sound like a cool concept for a book, and I'm curious to actually fucking read it.
It's a great book, dude.
Yeah. That sounds like you ever heard of the term the Overton window?
No.
I don't think so.
I'm not sure exactly what it means, or maybe I do. I just don't remember because I haven't talked about this in a while. But like the idea is, and it's mostly used in like the context of like elections, right? How it's usually like bipartisan, and if you only have two candidates, then it's like, you're able to like manipulate both candidates into like eventually having both candidates just like, be exactly the same, kind of like what Trump and Biden look like. And you have to vote for one of them because it's bipartisan, right? So like that's what people say. Like you can vote for third party if they align more to like what you believe, but then I'm an asshole because the candidate that I really, really, really don't like might win because I'm not voting for the other bigger candidate who might be able to like compete against.
Yeah, that's for sure. So is it like how Biden in a more like, I don't know, in Canada or Germany might be moderate, but here he's liberal because of like the range of politics we have?
Yeah, but even though right, sort of, but like also in terms of like values, like they're both like notoriously like racist. They're both like old, and they both that doesn't have to do with values. Yeah, so they're both like racist. They're both like racist, and they've both been accused of like rape and shit like that.
Yeah.
And I don't know a lot about politics, but just like in terms of very, very similar candidates in terms of those things, and you have to vote for either one of those, even though like they're both kind of garbagey. You know what I mean?
Right.
You have to go for one or the other because otherwise you might just be wasting your vote. And that's just what's kept happening like throughout the years, right? Like throughout the years, with the more liberal candidate just is looking closer and closer to what like the more conservative candidates used to look like. You know what I mean?
Well, that sounds like the opposite. That sounds like 1984, not Catch-22. Because the point is that the options are both bad, not that the options don't matter.
Well, yeah, but I think that's kind of like the idea, right? You have to go for like the least worst, but they're both pretty bad.
Yeah, I think for a lot of people, the Biden-Trump election is a Catch-22 situation.
I suppose, but I feel like people just prefer, or I guess people dislike one candidate more, so then they'll just pick it. It's not really like even a decision.
Well, but then...
Well, yeah, but then there are a lot of his policies that you don't necessarily agree with either.
I guess, I guess.
And the tough thing is that if for some people, like abstaining from the vote is the only way to make a statement that like this Democratic nominated person is not who we want.
Right.
Because if you keep voting for people, that are like Biden or Clinton, then you're going to keep getting people like Biden and Clinton nominated.
Right.
That's not what a
I
lot of people
suppose so,
want.
yeah.
But then there's also the question of, does Trump suck enough to like, I don't know, deal with it comparatively?
Right. Dude, I don't know why. Okay, so I read 1984, right, and I got super into it. And there's this dude called Glenn Beck who used to be on like Fox News. You might have heard of him. And like he was all about.
Glenn Beck was like before Alex Jones. He was less crazy.
Yeah, right, exactly. But I don't know. I used to find him entertaining. Not necessarily like I used to believe what he said, but like I think his shtick was he was just like a funny dude to like look at. It was like it was so performative, right? Like he would have his show on Fox News, and he would bring his like little fucking like blackboard. He would have his chalk to like jot out like all the evidence that he had against like the Obama administration and the Democrats and shit like that. Right? He would like do math and all sorts of shit, and he was just like really, I don't know. He was, to like my 14, 15-year-old brain, he seemed like weirdly funny and charismatic because he wasn't even like aggressive like Alex Jones. Like Alex Jones will just like insult you straight up. Like this dude, he would just like, he would just be like really performative like that. And he would even have like the red telephone on his desk. And he'd be like, Mr. President, if I'm wrong, call me, just call. You know what I mean? I don't know. It was really funny. It was really funny. And he wrote a book once called The Overton Window, and it's like not like a philosophical book at all. It's mostly like a thriller, and it's not very good. I read it, and I was like,
he wrote a thriller, like a fiction.
He wrote a fiction thriller, dog.
You're joking.
And it's called The Overton Window. I have it. I have a cup.
Is it even about politics then, or what?
It explores the concept of it doesn't go very deep, of course, because it's a thriller, you know what I mean, like a bestseller thriller type of book, novel, whatever. But like they do touch upon it and what it means and shit like that. That's kind of what I remember of it, you know.
That's amazing. I just looked it up, by the way, and the official title is The Overton Window, a Thriller. So you know.
I guess no, but like people would be mad if I bought like this political guy's book with the political title and then it was like an action book. I'd be mad.
Right. I guess I'm not ashamed of saying that I used to watch Glenn Beck when I was a child.
Well, he didn't have much of an impression on you, it sounds.
Yeah. I don't listen to him anymore or anything.
I don't think he's like, I don't know. I don't keep up with Glenn Beck. I don't think he's like around anymore. I'm sure he's retired.
I know he has his own platform now, which is even more dangerous because now he can just say whatever.
That's crazy. He must be getting old.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, he must be, right? Aren't we all?
Like when you say, "Oh, that baseball player must be getting old," you mean like, "Oh, he's like 42." Like he's getting old for baseball.
Right.
Glenn Beck is getting old for cable TV
broadcast.
Yeah, his pasty old skin.
Yeah.
It's just too reflective for the cameras.
No one watches like 90-year-old people give the news.
Yeah, I don't know why he left Fox News. I don't know if he had any like issues ever, but like I do know that he left a while ago. He just does his own thing now, which is even weirder because I guess there's like less moderation. Like if he just owns his own platform, like who's gonna tell him not to talk about certain things?
Yeah, you'll just get sued if you say something, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
Alex Jones gets sued a lot.
Does it succeed?
Yeah,
I hope.
He's had to pay a lot of money for saying like that school shooting in Connecticut was fake, so it's on the news a lot because a lot of people sued him.
God, dude, what a prick.
It was so weird because it was the Batman movie with Bane. I don't remember the name.
Yeah, Dark Knight Rises.
And he was like, this movie. Yeah, he was like, this movie proves that it was fake. And
he's legitimately unstable.
Yeah,
no
it
doubt.
makes no sense. I can't remember exactly what he said, but he's like, the dialogue in this movie is like subtext from the Shadow Cabal to taunt us. And I see through that and I'm trying to expose. It's insane.
Dude, it's like that clip that you sent us the other day where he's like on some kind of podcast. Is it Joe Rogan's podcast that he was on?
Oh, he was, yeah.
Yeah, and dude, he just talks and talks and talks
like the alien.
nonstop for like 3 minutes. And then the government, they're going to implant a chip in our brains, and that's how they're going to be able to track us because they're going to be able to transfer our thoughts into a computer, and the computer is going to become artificial intelligence. And he just goes on for like 3 minutes nonstop.
Yeah, the man gets like possessed.
Yeah,
I love that clip because it ends with Joe Rogan just like, wait a second, and then it just ends.
Right. And it's funny too because they like compare it to like the plot of the fucking show. What is it?
Was it a show? I thought it was a game or something. I don't remember. It was like
Evangelion. Don't they?
Yeah. No, it was Evangelion. It was like Alex Jones predicts the plot of Evangelion. It's like pretty accurate to what he's saying. Right. I was thinking of Nier Automata, which I've never played.
I just can't fathom how people actually listen to Alex Jones.
Yeah, dude.
Like people sit down, they're like get their daily dose of knowledge from that guy.
Yep.
Right.
And they're like, "Yep."
You buy his like brain pills.
Yeah.
God damn.
I mean, they probably do nothing. I was gonna say they probably raw your brain. They probably do nothing. Is what actually happens.
Yeah, it's just like fucking sugar.
But it like makes you think of him when you take it. It probably has like his face on it, and then you're like, "Oh, I better go watch the report."
Yeah, the sleeper
agent.
And
then before you know it, you're like a cultist.
It's disgusting, man.
Spencer.
Daniel.
Tell us what tell us what your last meal was.
Sorry. So Daniel, you know A Scanner Darkly?
Hell yeah, dude. I love the book. It's really good.
There was a movie adaptation of it with Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Alex Jones is in that movie?
Wait, what? Like as like a cameo or like a background character? Or?
I don't know. I just kind of came across this looking up Alex Jones shit.
Wow. He has an IMDb page.
Oh yeah.
That's insane. I've never seen that movie. Have you seen the movie, Daniel?
I've seen. I don't remember much of it because I saw it when I was I was still in the high school, so I've read the book.
Oh, sure. Did you get a good impression of it?
I like the movie. Well, visually, it's interesting, right? It visually it looks like nothing else that I'd ever seen. And I think that was the first thing that caught my eye. I remember liking it as far as
it's
I
like
can remember.
it's
Damn,
rose
I gotta watch this now.
because of Alex Jones.
Well, yeah, but also if it's like a good movie and Alex Jones is in it, that's doubly interesting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like if it would be good anyways, then I'm not just watching it to see where he is.
No,
if it was a bad movie, I
right.
would just like look it up.
Right. Well, we could have a movie night like Cube.
Yeah.
With the Alex Jones special.
He'll probably just be in it for like 2 seconds.
I think he's in it for I found the clip and it's like
okay.
I won't tell you, but it's pretty short.
Yeah, it is very weird. I did not know this. It is a very, very good movie, so it is worth watching. I wonder what role he has. Of course, when I saw this movie, I had no idea who Alex Jones was, but I wonder what role he has, why they chose him out of all people to do whatever he does in the movie.
When did the movie come out?
Yeah, maybe he just was like an actor.
What did he do before he became a crazy alt-right? Like,
yeah, I mean, everyone was something before they became crazy.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, I suppose you're right. I suppose I never even thought of what he did before he did fucking.
And it kind of makes sense because he like goes crazy, like he yells and stuff. He kind of like acts up. Anyways, you were asking Spencer what he would have if he was on death row.
No, I just told him what his last meal was.
That's the same question.
No, like what the last thing that he ate.
You liar.
Yeah.
Oh, his last meal. Okay, yeah, he meant the previous.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Daniel, I got you, man. Maddie's birthday is on Monday, so she wanted to get fucking
birthday because it will be already out. This will be out, so happy birthday now.
Maddie's birthday was like 2 days ago.
Happy birthday to Maddie, John Ballhair Spooner Doyle.
There's a lot of quotations in her name.
Yeah.
There's quotations that just quote quotations.
Right. Sorry, go ahead, Spencer. So her birthday.
She has a soft spot, like any sane human, for buffalo wings.
Damn, I do not have a soft spot for buffalo wings, dog.
Dude, really? I fucking love wings.
I feel like everyone does. Yeah, Daniel must just be crazy.
Oh, they're excellent. I love them, of course.
He's trying to blend in.
I was just trying to contradict you for the sake of
discussion.
Daniel's the imposter.
I mean, I'm not going to convince you that the wings are good. Like the conversation we can have about that is pretty limited.
I mean, I guess I would say wings are like they're not that good. It's really just what sauce you have on them. You know, like if you just had them plain, it would be terrible.
I just love how simple they are to like consume. You know what I mean? You just like eat them with your hands and you just go at them, whatever.
It's very like visceral. It kind of appeals to like the caveman brain of me.
What was the place in Worcester? It was so spicy.
Wings over.
Yeah,
Worcester. That place, best wings I've had in my life, dude.
Yeah, it was good.
Those were so big and chunky, and they had all the sauces you could ever possibly want to try.
Yeah, man.
God damn, what a spectacle!
I was watching like the first week. Well, it wasn't the first week of school because he wasn't there for the first 2 weeks. But the first week he was at school, we got wings over Worcester, and he started like tearing up.
Did you walk down there, man?
No, he had a BMW.
Oh, right. And no license, man.
Right? Yeah, I didn't know that.
Maybe I should have dropped that on the internet.
Yeah.
Right. Well, shit. Okay, wings. Maddie, birthday.
Who?
You, dog.
You didn't actually finish the story. We just started talking about wings.
We ate wings. There's another one.
Well, you didn't say it though.
Hey, I am wildly confused about this timeline, dog. You said so. You said Maddie's birthday is on Monday.
Yes.
Right. This coming Monday. Yeah.
Yeah, like in
the meal you ate before this recording, before Monday.
Yep.
Unrelated to the birthday.
Yeah, it's she pulled the "It's my birthday weekend" card.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, there's no overarching like narrative.
Isn't it Thursday?
Yeah, it's Thursday, man. I'm not gonna argue.
No, of course not.
Oh, no, of course. I just thought that you were going to say something about what you were going to do on Monday. You know what I mean?
Dude, I have no fucking clue. I'm sure by the time this podcast comes out, I'll have done something.
Were they good, dude? Where'd you order them from?
Place in Dover, not far from here, New Hampshire.
They good?
Yeah, they're good. I mean, Wings Over really spoiled me,
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they're really
They were
good.
insane.
Worcester
Yeah,
had really
insane.
good food in general, pretty
God
much.
Yeah, man.
yeah. I really miss Worcester food, not gonna lie.
Me too.
Everything.
I've been trying to figure out how to make pupusas. I've been dreaming about making pupusas.
Oh, that place was awesome.
Yeah, Hacienda, hell yeah.
Why was Worcester like randomly have really good food? Like other places have good food, but I feel like they had good at all categories of food.
I think there's just a big mixture of cultures there.
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah. All sorts of people. And even good coffee. Like even I would like Acoustic Java is like a genuine good coffee place, you know what I mean?
It is, yeah.
I enjoyed going there.
And they bring coffee from like all over the place and roast it themselves and shit.
And Annie's was probably still the best diner I've ever been to.
Oh god,
I would say that, yeah.
That's also true, yeah.
I guess it might not. I would say it's only open at certain times. So, maybe if you're like someone who likes diner food at like midnight or whatever, then it wouldn't be the best diner because you'd never get to go.
Right.
Yeah, but like, what are your options at midnight? Like fucking Denny's?
No, there's like the train car diner and stuff was open.
That place was cute. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
all
pretty
right.
good. They had you could get tripe 24/7.
Yeah, what was that?
I don't know. It's weird. It's cow innards.
I know. I don't think I remember seeing that ever.
I didn't order it. It was on the menu.
Right. Right. I just didn't know they had it. I never noticed it.
Yeah. No, they had like one of those places where the menu is huge for no reason and a bunch of it is terrible because no one orders it.
I don't think how that's like economically feasible. I know that restaurants like have to diversify because that's just how they like make money. But when you just have like a billion different things with like that don't even share ingredients, I feel like you'd be buying tripe every week just to throw it out.
Have tripe vinegared and like they'd always have clam chowder on the stove and like no one's getting this at like 2 a.m.
Yeah, clam chowder from a diner, man.
Maybe it's just like one or two people get it and then they're afraid they'll stop coming to the diner if they stop.
Yeah, I'll take the regular tripe chowder.
We don't have tripe chowder anymore, sorry, sir. And he's like, I'm never coming back here again.
I'm taking my $1 tips elsewhere.
All right, Spencer.
All right, Daniel.
So you and Madeline, not too long ago, moved into a new place, didn't you?
Yeah, we did.
That's right. I was there.
No, you weren't.
Well, I have a leading up. I have a question after this. Like I'm building up to ask a question.
Okay, I moved there about 3 weeks ago, or here, I think.
So pretty recently. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
How well is your new home fortified against zombie attacks?
Oh, dude, terribly.
What?
I'm on the first floor.
Ah, that's awful. You don't think the second floor people let you up?
I don't know. They play guitar a lot.
Even if they did, how fortified are higher stories against zombie attacks? Are they more fortified?
Very.
Zombies can't climb, can they? I don't know.
Well, they can use
Oh, I guess you. And it only matters if the first floor is fortified, I guess.
Right.
So you're totally screwed.
It's difficult because we don't have that much furniture in this apartment, but if all the apartments came together, I'm sure we'd have plenty of furniture to like barricade and.
You could also like burn the stairs.
Right. Yeah.
No, man.
Well, a controlled
how do you do a controlled burn of the stairs while you're at the top of the stairs?
Well, you put like you get some water and then you light the fire at the bottom and then walk backwards up the stairs and wait till it gets near you and then throw water on it.
It's part of the show. I'll keep that. I'll propose that when
I don't know. Just remove the stairs with like an axe.
I was gonna say I can also use an axe.
Thankfully, I think there's a guy that lives in the first floor with us that's a contractor, as far as I can tell. So I'm guessing he's
with you.
You're like he's on the first floor.
Oh, not in your apartment. That's what it sounded like.
Yeah, sorry. Ambiguous. This random man, I don't know his name. But he's always in my kitchen rooting around.
There's this guy who lives on the first floor with.
He's just like there. All right. I guess we should start wrapping this up.
Matthew, before we wrap this up, tell me what your biggest life dream is.
Let me think about it. I want to be able to. Well, I can't like pick a specific thing, but I want to like read a good book in Japanese, like a real book, not like a shitty book.
Yeah.
That seems like the hardest thing I could think of right now for me to achieve.
All right, cool.
That's your like tip top.
Well, I can't think of anything else off the top of my head. That seems like the hardest thing I could set out to do right now, honestly.
Oh, right now. This has to be feasible.
Well, like, what else could you do that's harder than learning like a new language to fluency?
I want to go to space.
That's probably harder.
Yeah.
So by that you're
I'm
implying
actually better.
by saying that you're implying that space is real, Spencer.
What?
Oh man, we gotta end this.
All right.
We're terrible.
All right, Matthew, what did we learn today, dog?
Let's see. I learned that Spencer is living with a contractor.
God
on the
damn
first
it,
floor.
man! Why do you always steal what I'm gonna say?
You should just let me ask you.
I was gonna
Let me
say
ask you next time.
I should stop asking you this question first.
Yeah, I also learned Alexa is a huge weeb, and he's watching something called ReZero, which I don't know what that is, but he recommends it.
He's a huge weeb.
That's what Owen says. Weeb.
Spencer, what have you learned today, dog?
Like I didn't learn shit.
Come on, man.
I learned that Glenn Beck is a thriller writer.
Yeah.
Right,
I'm sure it's awful.
dude. I learned that.
No, stop.
Okay.
I learned that Alex Jones is.
I was gonna say that's a really good one.
Yeah, I learned that Alex Jones is in the stupid Scanner Darkly movie. It's not stupid. It's really good.
Wait, Daniel, what's your goal or whatever? You didn't say anything. You have to.
Well, I wasn't. No, I was. The idea was to just ask you, dog.
But Spencer gave one.
I didn't ask Spencer what his life goal was.
Daniel,
Well,
I want
gave
to
it?
ask you a question.
Yeah,
What's your life goal, man?
my life goal is to beat Matthew at Rocket League 1-on-1.
Wow, that's harder than mine.
Yeah,
Did you tell us your life goal, Spencer? No, you didn't.
he said he wants to go to space. That's a pretty lofty
Oh,
goal.
right. Because it was okay. Right.
Yeah, I guess I didn't mean just one as like in read the book, but the ramifications of being able to.
Yeah, being
It's
able.
like- Yeah,
You'd be pretty much fluent.
yeah.
You're gonna read Ulysses in Japanese.
That sounds bad. I would rather read something fun, like Lord of the Rings or something. I don't know.
Ulysses by what's that dude?
Jimmy Joyce.
James Joyce. Yeah, right.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you were doing a joke.
Ulysses
Because of the way you led up to it. You were like Ulysses by, and then you're gonna say like Owen or something.
They're like my balls.
Owen should write a book called Ulysses. Tune in next week when Owen reads us his first draft of his new upcoming book, Ulysses.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Owen wrote Ulysses
He's writing Ulysses,
It's an anime fan novel.
of an Irish.
published by the same publishing house that published the stupid Glenn Beck book.
Shut up. How is it published? It's the first draft.
Oh, it's going to be published.
Okay. Secured the deal already.
They already.
Wait. So
They
is
signed the contract.
the publishing house hired Owen to write.
Ulysses. But just replaced with anime girls. There's an audience for that, dude.
I'm sure
Yeah,
that
yeah,
exists. Yeah,
The same audience who listens to this fucking podcast, dog.
dude. If people will read whatever that is, like Pride and Prejudice with zombies, people will read like
Ulysses with anime.
yeah,
boobs.
Ulysses with anime girls.
Mario 64 is a really angular game, dude.
Yeah, it's polygonal as heck, and heck's pretty polygonal.
You playing that shit, Daniel?
No, dude, I don't have it yet.
Imagine you go to hell and it's just like it looks like Bubsy 3D. 'Cause it's hell.
That's like the worst possible hell imaginable.
Exactly.
Shit. Fuck Dante, dude. Damn.
Yeah. God damn. All right, we got to get out of here. Spencer's right. It's been a good time. Thank you for being here, but I would like to emphasize that we didn't need you, Spencer.
Yes, thank you. I don't need you either.
Could have done it without you.
I appreciate your contribution, Spencer. You know what? I have my opinion around. You are essential to me, dog.
Too little, too late, man.
Well, that's fine. You don't have to accept it, but it's genuine.
Just to tell me that next time I'm on, and be like, "Hey, I meant that," and then maybe I'll believe you.
Okay, cool. Sounds good.
Yeah. See you all next time.
Peace.